Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today, we're going to get you some deep clarity on if your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush, your specific person, what do they secretly think and feel about you? So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am Dr. V. It is so wonderful to have you here. It's my absolute passion and purpose to be doing these readings for you. So make sure that you do join this incredible family. You will find that people are very supportive in the comments section, and make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future readings. So today I have a pick a spirit guide reading for you. So I'm going to show you 3 different spirit guides. We're going to read the message on each card as well. And then we'll also be assigning Zodiac signs to each group. So you can choose by your spirit guide, you can choose by your zodiac sign, your person's zodiac sign, or you can just pick all of the readings, like 1, 2, 3, or anything that resonates with you and leave the rest. So please do be gentle with yourself. There's no right or wrong answer here. But if you're at that point where you really want to get specific clarity on what's going on between you and your special person, then I recommend that you have the live reading experience with me. I'm one of the few people who offers this because I love getting together with you live on video call. When we see each other and we have that energy exchange, it's incredibly powerful. It's very healing and transformative. And you'll find that so much is revealed because you can ask Spirit each of your questions as they come up right there in real time. We also can video record that, so that you can always have that for reference, because what I find is that so much comes out of the reading that you really do need to watch it a few times to get all of the messages and to really, get that deep information that you're looking for. So it's really a wonderful thing. I also offer video recorded readings, which are not live between the two of us. And you have that same benefit, right? Where you can watch that reading and over and over again and get all of the clarity from that. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Let's see which of these you feel most guided to. So for spirit guide number 1, we have Kalima, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Wow, that's really beautiful. Love that. For our spirit guide number 2, we have Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And for spirit guide number 3, we have the Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Okay, let's go ahead and get some zodiac signs for each group. Okay, so for group number 1, we have Pisces, we have Capricorn, we have Aries, and we have Gemini. For group number 2, we have Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio. Group number 3, we have Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Libra. Okay, go ahead and make your selection and we will get started with group number 1. My beautiful group 1 that chose Kalima, as well as Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and Gemini. Let's see. What are their secret thoughts and feelings about you? So we're going to start with oracle cards. Then we will do tarot, and then we'll also be getting specific thoughts. You know, we're going to put these energies into words. So what would they actually say to you, your person, from their higher self? What are their actual thoughts? Hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Resilience, rise above tribulations. Listening. Okay. So I feel like your person, in their secret thoughts and feelings about you, first of all, I think that they are very, I don't like to use the word impressed, but it's like there's something about you that feels very magical to them. Okay. I feel like they see you as someone who is very unique. I don't think they have ever met anybody like you. I feel like there is some sort of a very special kind of energy that you carry with you, group one. And it's interesting because when we have this kind of unique energy, which everybody does, right? It's one of those things where to the right person, it becomes magic. Right? Not everybody is going to be able to see or value that unique beauty and magic that each of us have. But when you connect with the right person or someone who can see that, who can feel that, that connection feels very satisfying because you feel seen and heard, and they feel like they have found something special that they can connect to. So I feel like this person is very kind of bowled over, very like impressed, like very like you have caught their attention because there is something very beautiful and magical about who you are, your spirit, your energy, and how you move in the world that has caught the eye and the attention of this person. So it's like, I feel like in their general life, this person may be struggling, right? But it's like you are not a struggle. It's almost like everything in this person's life right now is a bit of a challenge, is a bit of a struggle. They might be dealing with certain challenges and situations in their life, but you are kind of like that calm, beautiful, safe space for them. And again, I just feel like if you look at this image right here, do you see how calming this image is? Like this person, this being, and then, you know, the flowers and the peace, you know, there is some sense of harmony and peace that this person feels with you. So I feel like right now they're thinking about how there may be a lot of challenge and chaos in their life. This person, you know, they might feel like their path to truly being with you, or their path to making you a real offer of something real, may be hidden right now. We're getting the word marriage of spirit and matter, which is fine. But I feel like with this marriage and hidden path, for some of you, this person could be married to somebody else, or you could be married to somebody else, or there could be some sort of a block here or a path to of union that is hidden right now, but feels like it is going to open up later. Now, it doesn't have to be, that's just for some people. But I still feel like even if there's no third party here, for those of you who that's not the case, there's still some sort of challenge that this person is dealing with in their life, because we're also getting resilience and rising above tribulations. Okay, so I feel like this person is also very inspired by how you have handled challenges in your life, and you've really come to the other side. And this person, there may be a bit of a gap between the two of you in that sense. Like you might be a little bit more ahead of this person in your life in the sense that you've dealt with a lot of crap, but you have somehow managed to deal with it and get to the other side of it. And now you might be in a place that is much more peaceful and better for you. Whereas this person might still be trying to get to the other side of their challenges and tribulations, right? So I feel like they're also very inspired by your resilience, your persistence. They're inspired by the stories that maybe you have told them of how you've gotten over difficult things in life, or how you've gotten over a lot of problems or challenges or heartbreaks or disappointments in your own life, and this person right now might be in the thick of it themselves. So I also feel that in their secret thoughts and feelings about you, they also feel like because they have been distracted by their own problems or their own situations in life, and they don't feel like they've fully shown up for you, they feel like they haven't really even been listening to you in the way that you deserve to be listened to. So I feel like this person is very aware that you have done the listening, okay? That because, again, you might be in a better place in life, or you might be in a more peaceful place in your life than they are, they might be the ones who need more of that, like support or care or listening. So I feel like they truly understand that maybe they have leaned on you a lot, that you have listened to them, you have provided your advice, you have provided your shoulder, you've provided all of this support, but they need to step up and give that to you as well. Like they need to listen to you. They need to understand, what are your needs? What do you deserve in this relationship? What do you want? So they're very aware of the fact that the time has come now where they need to reciprocate. They need to sit down and listen to you. They need to show you that they also understand you and are there for you. Because it's interesting how sometimes when we are a very magical being, when we are very kind of spiritually attuned, connected, and know where we are, know who we are, it's almost like other people feel like maybe we don't need them so much, right? Like they feel like, oh, well, you've got it, right? So I don't need to be so, much listening and this and that, but that's not true, right? That's kind of like the downside of having your shit together, right? People think, oh, well, she or he's gotten their stuff together. Like they don't really need me. I'm the one who needs the attention right now, right? So I feel like this person is definitely coming around to this idea that, okay, it's not just about that. Like they have to be there for you too. They have to start shifting their attention to listening to you as well. Okay, what else? What else are they secretly thinking and feeling about group one? Five of Cups, Strength, Temperance. Wow, we're getting some major arcanas here. Five of Wands. Okay, a lot of the five. So this is why I'm saying this person is definitely King of Cups. He's struggling. So I feel like this person has a lot of chaos or conflict going on in their life right now. And again, it may have nothing to do with you. I feel like underneath the conflicts and chaos of their life, King of Cups, like they really feel very deeply for you. Okay, the emotions that they feel for you are very much there in their heart. For some of you, if this person right now is unavailable to be fully with you, that may be something that they're hiding from you. Right? Like because they are not fully available to commit to you or to give you the kind of relationship that you deserve, they might be downplaying or hiding the depth of how much they truly do love you or their true feelings for you, right? And for some of you, I feel like they're fighting those feelings, okay? If there's something, again, if there's some sort of a block between the two of you at this time where you're just not able to be together, there is certain conflicts going on in this person's life. There could be internal conflicts. There could be external conflicts. So I feel like For some of you, this person is conflicted within themselves as to, needing to hide their true feelings from you because of certain world conditions, like something going on in the outside world, their life situation. Okay, so for some of you, this person is definitely fighting their feelings for you. They're trying to not feel those emotions, but it's the resistance is kind of futile because they do feel it. Like they have these deep feelings. So, they're trying to come into some sort of balance. And this is coming through here as that central energy, right? Temperance. So I feel like they are right now going through some sort of a very difficult, very conflicted time. And they're trying to seek some sort of balance and strength in order to move forward, in order to kind of decide, okay, how am I going to handle these things? What is my final decision? What direction do I wish to go in? But I also feel that they're secretly very afraid of losing you. They're very afraid of, some sort of an ending, some sort of a heartbreak, some sort of grief or loss. I think they secretly have deep fears about losing you. Okay. If you left this person's life, I think they would be devastated. They may not show that. They may not say that to you, but they would be devastated if you left their life. And so I feel like this person inside, in their secret thoughts and feelings, they are not as strong as they try to show themselves to be. Okay, and to the outside world, and maybe even to you in certain ways, this person tries to appear very like balanced, very strong. Like they try to appear like they have everything together, but inside they really don't. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fives and tarot are very destabilizing numbers, right? So there's a lack of stability. So I feel like this person, they might be giving the outer image of being very stable, but inside they are destabilized right now. They're not stable. Their emotions are not stable. They might be struggling with internal and external conflicts, and part of it is their love for you. It runs very deep, but they may not even know what to do with that. Especially for those of you, again, not everybody, who this person may be unavailable, or you might be unavailable, or maybe both of you are, right? What else? What else are they secretly thinking and feeling? Yeah, see? So oftentimes, like to me, this is adding another 5. Like to me, this is like the 5 of Swords. It's the equivalent, right? Now we have 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and a very much like 5 of Swords energy. So I feel like part of their secret thoughts and feelings is also like their ego is also keeping them from fully opening up to being totally vulnerable with you. So this person might be going through certain challenges and tribute, like, right, we're getting that resilience. Like they might be trying to find their resilience through these challenges, but they might also have a lot of pride, and they may not be able to tell you or confide in you exactly what the problems are, because it makes them feel weak, like they're not showing strength, right? So it's almost like their ego and their pride also keeps them from sharing with you what are some of the true issues that they're going through. Like what are some of these struggles that are keeping them distracted from being there with you? See, we're getting deception. So there's definitely something here that they're like putting a mask to the world. Like I said, see, this is a confirmation where I said, like, to the outside, they show themselves to be very strong to the outside world. And maybe even they try that with you because of their ego, but they are masking something. There's a deception there in terms of like, they are not being honest with themselves or with the world, and even to a certain extent with you about what is really going on with them. Okay, so they are wearing this mask. They are trying to show that they're very strong when they may actually not be that strong. Okay, so let's get some specific thoughts, and please do take these as they resonate, because everybody's on a different journey. For some of you, they may, and for some of you, they may not. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. Okay, so this is specifically for those who, are in some sort of like minimal to no contact with this person. Maybe you've had to like step back. 5 of Wands, maybe there's conflicts, but this person is still deeply connected to you. See, that's why I said their greatest fear, even if you guys are on a break right now, even if you guys aren't speaking right now, their greatest fear is that 5 of Cups. Their greatest fear is of losing you completely. I almost feel like even if you're in little contact right now, this person still holds on to that tightly. They feel like even small contact with you is better than nothing. Because if it went into complete silence, I think they would suffer. It hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. Okay, that's for some of you. Yeah, maybe some of you have pulled away and you're trying to live your best life and move on because this person wasn't ready, or they just weren't, you know, showing up for you. You feel like home. Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. See, that's lovely. So again, that's why that's the counterbalance to that 5 of Wands, right? Like that's why Temperance, like you bring them that balance when they're with you. King of Cups, like there's so much feeling. You bring them a beautiful sense of comfort away from this chaos that may be going on in their life. Soon, I'm going to contact you soon. Wow. Okay, good. So for those of you who there's been some silence, this is a good sign. Like I said, this person isn't going to let you go. They don't want to let you go. Okay. So this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. They're on Amazon FBA, so free shipping, great price, $20. They're great gifts as well. All of the links are in the box below. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose Archangel Michael, as well as Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer, and Scorpio. Let's see, what do they secretly think and feel about you? So we will start here with your oracle cards. We'll do your tarot, and we will also be putting their thoughts and feelings into actual words. So we'll do channeled messages. What would they say to you from their higher self? Flame tree, the start of something new. Surrender, defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Competition. Summon courage and self-confidence. Deep freeze. Okay. So I do feel that for many of you, this has been a difficult relationship. Like this may be the kind of connection that feels volatile. Okay. There may be a lot of high highs and low lows in this connection. Like when it's going really well, it's amazing. But when something is off, you feel like it gets derailed. Like you're just like, what's going on here? And I think it's because this person seems to trigger within you, and maybe you within them. I feel like in their secret thoughts and feelings, like they become very aware of the fact that you guys trigger something in each other. Again, they love when things are good. Obviously we all do, but I feel like, again, in this case, when things are good, they can be super amazing, where it feels like this very high, and then when they go low, they become lower than what anybody would want to tolerate. Okay, so I feel like that's why this person secretly feels that for some reason you guys trigger each other's like really deep wounds. And that's something that really frustrates this person. I think it really hurts this person, because it's like, on the one hand, you're the person they feel closest to. You're the person they deeply love and want to be with. But then you also trigger such deep core wounds in them that you both become defensive. And that's where the conflict, that's where the problems arise. And I feel like they've realized that what eventually happens, and I think what they're thinking secretly and thinking and feeling is, how do we handle this? Because what happens is that we trigger each other's very deep wounds, then we become defensive, we defend our own position against the other. It feels like we're being attacked, even if you don't feel like you're attacking them and they don't feel like they're attacking you. That's how it feels. And then the only way to feel better, or to like bring that high intensity friction, you know, that to bring those feelings down, is to go into a deep freeze, which is like add cold water, like add ice to it. So it's almost like ice and fire. Okay, it's the energy of ice and fire. And see, we're getting flame tree. So there you have it again. Right? So it's like this person, they love you deeply. They want this to work, but they are very, very well aware that you guys have kind of like an ice and fire type of relationship. When the fire erupts, the flames become all consuming. And then the only way to handle them is to go into like, okay, I'm not talking to you right now. Like, you know, deep freeze. Like, okay, this is like, we got to add ice to this. Like, I can't do this anymore. The only way to find my emotional regulation and my emotional peace is to withdraw into silence, is to just become silent. Like, look at this, you know, like frozen. I need to freeze my heart. Otherwise my heart will break. And I feel like this person also feels that ultimately when problems happen between the two of you, you guys compete to be right. Okay. And that's the problem. I think this person is coming to a realization that if you guys keep triggering each other, becoming defensive, and then arguing your positions and like competing against each other to say, no, I'm the one who's right. No, my view is right. No, you're doing it wrong. You're looking at this wrong. I'm right. That is what is going to really lead into maybe a permanent freeze, right? Like where you can't resolve the conflicts, right? And we are getting this tiger energy here. So I do feel like this person's like, look, we got to be stronger than this. You know, like, is there a strength within us that we can bring out so that we stop this competition to be right? You know, like we got to stop that. We got to stop competing to be the person who is right and whose ego feels gratified, right? Like we don't need that. We don't need to gratify our egos. We don't need to be defensive. We need the start of something new. We need to start something new here where we bring comfort to each other, not conflict to each other. Wow. So there's some I like this because I feel like this person is starting to bring or wanting to bring more awareness to the relationship. What else are they secretly thinking and feeling? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Wands, Ten of Swords, yeah. Fool. Okay. See, so I'm not surprised because we're getting cards of communication, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, but these are pages. So this person is very aware that you two, I feel like you two are both coming at it from this perspective. Like there is definitely some emotional maturity that needs to happen from both sides. Okay, this is not a one-sided thing, you know? I feel like one of you, Page of Swords, to me, the Page of Swords energy is the energy of I want to say what's on my mind, but I'm not saying it because I don't want to cause more conflict. I don't want to cause more problems. So this is like an energy of the, at least temporary withdrawal of communication. Like I'm just going to stay silent because it keeps the peace. if I stay silent, because the Page of Wands is also a passionate communicator, right? Doesn't want to hold back, doesn't want to be diplomatic, wants to just say what's on their mind, and because they're passionate about it, right? So I feel like they're very aware that you guys come from these kind of energies, and you guys need to kind of build your communication skills, because again, pages are very much students of life. Like they haven't really achieved any kind of mastery of anything yet, So I feel like your person is quite well aware that you guys have some stuff to learn. You have some growing to do, and you could both use working on better communication skills in order to manage, the relationship better. But again, I like that they're thinking all these things, because it shows that they are wanting to reflect, wanting to be introspective. Ten of Swords, they know that, if this doesn't get addressed, if you guys don't work on this, the relationship is going to feel more and more like this Ten of Swords. And for some of you, it already has. You might be in a deep freeze, like you might be in silence with this person right now, because that Ten of Swords just started to feel really bad. Like you just got to a point where like, okay, I am done. There's just been too many arguments. There's been too many miscommunications. Again, with these two pages, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys also have a lot of misunderstandings, where they say something, you misunderstood it. You say something, they misunderstand. And nobody knows what's really going on, or nobody knows what someone is really trying to say. So this is why I feel like this person understands that, in order to move forward together, in order to grow together, it is going to be a slow process. It's not something that's going to change overnight. It's going to require a lot of effort. It's going to require to be very deliberate and very conscious of your movements, your thoughts, and the way you show up. And it's a very conscious and practical energy around also like, okay, how not to be triggered, how to slow things down. Because I do get the energy that this person does secretly think and feel that, when things go wrong, they accelerate very fast. They snowball, they get out of control very quickly. So the way to slow that down, this Knight of Pentacles, is such a boring, practical energy. But sometimes when you have a relationship that is so volatile and accelerates and things just like get blown up fast, you need this boring, practical energy to slow down that momentum, right? So I feel like this person, again, we're getting the start of something new here, as well as the Fool. Like they want to kind of press the reset button on this relationship. Like how can we start over? Like we haven't been doing this right. How can we start over and do it right? It's going to take some faith. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take a lot of awareness, and maybe doing boring things like, stepping back and not getting triggered. I don't mean to say that that's boring, but as in like being much more like slower in that momentum, not being so heightened into that emotional intensity. Yeah, see, this person, they want to bring back the peace and romance, the flow between the two of you. They may even want to spend some alone time with you, away from, other factors, other people, or other situations that's going to, trigger the two of you. I think they want to come back into romance. Yeah, see, they still feel that this relationship is a blessing in their life. Like they don't want to let it go, even though it may have been, a struggle, or, like there's been some difficult times because of the communication or the, misunderstandings or whatever. But I just feel like they still see the value. They still see that this is a valuable thing, no matter what the tensions have been. And it's still a blessing, because I feel like they feel like they have grown, that it is possible to grow from this experience right here, to grow into something better. So let's get some specific thoughts from them. And please do take this as it resonates for your journey. Everybody's on a different journey. So these messages may or may not resonate. My heart always comes back to you even when I don't want it to. This is funny. I feel like this kind of is very much in alignment with this energy of, people who are, in love, but also like competing to be right, and then saying, well, I don't like you anymore. But my heart always comes back, even though I'm mad at you, even though you're right, I'm right and you're wrong, right? Interesting. It's easier being with someone from my world. Ah, see? So for some of you, that deep freeze, you guys might not be talking. For some of you, you know, this person may be saying, you know, this is just too difficult. You know, they may be, you know, you guys may be on a break right now. Maybe they're seeing other people, but it's not really, I don't get the energy that it's real. I don't get the energy that they're serious about it. But they might be giving the excuse of like, oh, maybe I should just be with somebody like who's easier to be with. Like, you know, somebody who doesn't challenge me, somebody who I don't have these arguments with, you know, maybe I should just make it easy. But I feel like that's a bit of a bravado, you know. It's not where their true heart lies. Feeling lost. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore, and it's easier to just stay in silence. So see, that is the deep freeze for some of you, where right now you just kind of needed to step back and be a little quiet and figure out, you know, what's going on here, what you guys want. Unblock me. I miss you and want to connect. Please unblock me literally or energetically so we can speak. I have a lot to say. Well, good. I feel like this is the second reading. Even group one's reading, the last card was about communication, like opening up communication. So I really like that. I like the fact that we're coming, you know, to, you know, a process of what this person is going through in their secret thoughts and feelings, but it always ends with, okay, let's talk. I love that. That is a really positive thing. So this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. These are Amazon FBA. They're a great price, $20. They'll get to you fast, free shipping. They're great gifts as well. All of the links are in the box below, including the link to also private readings. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose the Miriam, as well as Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Libra. Let's see, what do they secretly think and feel about you? So we're going to start with your oracle cards. And then we'll do your tarot. And then we're also going to get channeled messages. So we're going to get specific thoughts. What would your person say to you from their higher self? So we have sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. I love that. No is a complete sentence. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Talisman. Okay. Interesting. So I feel like this person, they are very aware and they have seen the signs in this connection, in this relationship. I feel like the relationship itself, or the connection that they feel with you, has been the greatest sign for them to step into their own power and to set limits in terms of what's going on in their life. Like, I feel like you, group 3, are very aware that this person has some sort of toxic people around them, or has had in the past, or is still affected by the toxic behavior of other people, whether it's a bad childhood, you know, difficult caregivers, or even very difficult former partners that really betrayed and let down this person. But I feel like they know, or they are seeing now through their connection, through their relationship with you, that yes, they've been on a journey of healing from those past cycles, but for some of them, what may seem like it was the past is still occurring now, like it's still replaying in their life in some way. And I think they weren't as aware of that until they fell in love with you, because there was something about this connection with you and what they wanted from that, what you wanted from that, that made this come to light even more. Oftentimes what happens is that when we're single, it's easy to kind of not see where we're letting people in our life, either people from the past, like ghosts from the past, or even current people in our life, because I feel like this person may even have current people because they need to set limits. They might be, pleasing other people over pleasing themselves. It's like when we're single, it's easy to let these things go, right? When we're single, we're more unaware of the way maybe our family, our exes, our parents, or whatever, what kinds of influences they have over us, or what those toxic relationships have really done to us, because we don't really have a need, or we may not have the immediate need to set a limit. We might be in people-pleasing mode, which a lot of us are. I know I know that I struggle with that. I was raised with that. I was somehow raised to be a people pleaser, and I know many of you have been raised that way as well, or have felt the pressure to, please other people. And this person may have the same, but they've never really forced themselves to set those boundaries and limits until they met you and are in a relationship where those boundaries must be set, or else the relationship will not flourish, the relationship will not grow, right? So sometimes it takes, falling in love, being connected to someone, and then seeing that you want to create something new with that person. You want to create a different life, a separate life. That's when you realize, okay, then I need to set limits on the toxic people who are currently in my life. I need to be more self-reliant. Okay, so this person, I feel that in their secret thoughts and feelings, they don't want to admit it to you, but they know. And maybe you've already had conflicts around this, but they're very well aware that it's time for them to fly solo, to be more self-reliant, and to not let toxic people, toxic situations, poison your life together, like seep into your life. That, they need to step up. And you may have said this to them, or you may have implied this to them as well, group 3, that they need to step up and be more self-reliant. They need to focus on what do they truly want instead of always making other people happy. Is there something that they are not claiming for themselves because they feel some obligation to other people? And that is why I feel like your relationship has been the greatest message of that. It has been the greatest kind of vehicle or vessel for them to understand where they have been compromising their own happiness in order to please other people who may or may not even deserve it. Wow. Let's see, what else are they secretly thinking and feeling? This one fell out. Take it. So we have the Empress. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. Interesting. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot. Yeah, see, we have all these energies of Two of Cups. Beautiful. Okay. So I love this. I feel like this person, through whatever has been the challenges that you guys have gone through, and I do feel that for many of you, a lot of these challenges are coming from people, situations that are outside of your relationship. Like the two of you seem to be quite clear, okay? Quite clear. And with this two being kind of the beginnings of something good, like look at how you guys are looking at each other there. There's a focus, like you are quite clear that you two want each other. I don't think that is the question here. You two want each other. That is very clear. You want to see where this can go. You want to explore this relationship. You want to see it grow. You want to see where you could end up if you move forward together. So I feel like this person secretly thinks and feels and understands that the blocks or what may be slowing the momentum of this Chariot, because I do feel that both of you again are on the same page about wanting this to move forward, but why is this moving forward more slowly? What is the problem? That is where they are very much aware that it may be coming from outside of the relationship, right? Because I feel like, again, they're very clear. I think for those of you who might be in a place in life where you do want to start a family, this person definitely wants to start a family with you. Or they want to merge families with you. They want to create something new with you, but they realize, they also know, Page of Cups, that they've been kind of very off and on in terms of really presenting their feelings to you. Like there's always, I think they're aware that it always seems like something is a little bit blocked, that you never feel the full force of their love. Let me say this again because I think it's very important. This person secretly knows, even though they may not say this to you, that you never get or have yet gotten the gift of feeling their complete love towards you. There's always something holding them back. There's always something distracting them. Like they come forward 2 steps and they might go back 3 steps. And again, it has to do with something that is outside of the relationship. It is not their intention to be blocked when it comes to, sharing or communicating their love and their feelings for you. That is not their intention. Now they're coming to the understanding that, hey, we are not moving forward. We're not growing until I can deal with the outside circumstances or people or the toxic situations. I need to set limits. And when that person finally sets those limits, then Wheel of Fortune, they're aware that that is when you both can usher in a new era, a new cycle, new energy, where you can fully focus on each other without the distractions of other toxic people or situations. But this person secretly realizes that that Wheel of Fortune is not going to happen. That new phase, that new beginning will not happen until they find the courage and the self-reliance within themselves to set those limits, to cut off the other people, to cut off whatever influences may be around them. Then this Chariot can move forward much, much faster. Interesting. What else are they secretly thinking and feeling? Yeah. So for some of you, this person, in order for them to set these limits, or in order for them to deal with self-reliance, flying solo, not allowing negative influences, is to get on their feet financially. Okay, so for some of you, this person may have financial issues where it has to be like, like they are either not fully financially free, they have obligations to other people, family business, family legal issues, something where it's like, okay, in order to be self-reliant, in order to put people in their place and set limits on people, I need to be on my feet in terms of my career and my finances. Okay, so that's what they're also secretly thinking and planning, like, okay, that's going to be a major step towards this self-reliance right there. Yeah. And creating a home with you. So again, I feel like for some of you, this person right now may be distracted by, again, they might be in some living situation that is blocking the two of you from moving forward. They need to get out of a certain living space and into one that is with you, or like they want to move in with you so that you guys can build something together. Something around the home is also an issue. This could even be a long distance relationship where you guys just don't have enough time together because your homes are just like maybe even in different countries, different cities, right? So there might be a living situation here along with career and finances that might be blocking. Like I said, for you guys, I just feel like there is some outside situation, you know, and it could be anything depending on what your journey is. So they understand that also, I think they're secretly planning to, you know, somehow deal with these situations as well so that they can clear the path. So that you guys, again, can come back to that Two of Cups and be more focused on each other. So now we're going to get specific messages. What would they say to you? But take these as they resonate, because they're not going to resonate for everybody. Everybody's on a different journey. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. Okay, so yes, for some of you, that person has a lot weighing on them in terms of other people as well. So they're trying to figure out how to manage that. The thought of you with someone else drives me crazy. Okay, so some of you may have had to step away from this person because you saw that they're ruled by other people, or, you know, very like weak in terms of other circumstances. And now you might be moving on with somebody else and they can't handle it. Let me go. You deserve all the good things in this world, and right now I am not in a space to give you the type of connection you deserve. Live your life and let me go. Okay, so for some of you, this person may not be willing to come out of whatever obligations or toxic relationships they have with other people, so they are not able to give you what you want. Okay. The future. I daydream about our future together, going on adventures and growing old together. I want it all. So I'm so happy to see this. Now, this is the third reading of all three groups that has ended in the last card, the last energy being very positive, you know, about wanting to circle back around, wanting to have something real, wanting to either contact you or talk to you or figure this out. So I like that. I love ending on that more positive note. So this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. These are on Amazon FBA, free shipping, $20, great gifts. And all of the links are in the box below to these, as well as private readings. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one.